Hi guys, my name is Bas and welcome to episode number 38 of my SPSS tutorial videos here on YouTube. Welcome back. It's been a while since I made a video, so I think it's about time that I come up with a few new episodes for this playlist. So we're gonna take a look today at the chi-square test, or the chi-square test. It's not exactly known how to pronounce it. And it shows the dependency, so the correlation of nominal variables on each other. So they are categorical variables which don't have an order in them. For example, in this case, we're going to take a look at gender, which can be either 1 or either 2. And if you then take a look at the values, you can see that 1 means a man and 2 means a woman. And the smoking status, which is either 1 or 2. And 1 means that yes, they do smoke. And 2 means that no, they don't smoke. And if you take a look at the gender, we can see that there are 40 males in this. There are 36 males in this data set, and that there are about 24 females in this data set. And so, if we would make an assumption, then there would be more smoking men than there are smoking women in this data set. And we're going to take a look at the cross steps, so at the chi-square test, whether they are significantly independent from each other or that they are dependent from each other. So you go to analyze, descriptive statistics, cross steps, and then the rows and columns will be gender and smoking. If we look at exact, we leave it as it is. If we go to statistics, we select the chi-square test and the phi and Kramer's phi. And then at cells, we select the observed and the expected count. Then we press paste. Then we go to your syntax, select the code and press the big green play button. And if we then take a look at the frequency table, so the cross steps table, we can see that if we look at smokers, so yes, smoking, we would expect 15 of them to be women and 23 of them to be men. But in reality, there are only 12 women who smoke and there are 27 men who smoke. So apparently men smoke more than women. But we want to know whether these two variables are therefore significantly independent or dependent on each other. So if we take a look at the Pearson's chi-square test, we can see that the p-value, so the significance value, is 0.047, which is lower than the alpha of 0.05, which means that the null hypothesis can be rejected, and therefore the alternative hypothesis can be accepted. This means that the two categorical variables are dependent on each other. So smoking status is dependent on the gender variable. Important to know is that 0 cells have, if you look at the bottom, you can see that 0 cells have expected count less than 5. The minimum expected count in this case is 8.4, because if we took a look at the frequency table, we could see that the lowest expected count is women who don't smoke, and the expected count would be 8.4. But the lowest can never be lower than 5, because if one of the cells would have been lower than 5, then this percentage would have gone up, and that would have interrupted the true conclusion of this analysis. But in this case, these assumptions have been met, so it's not a problem. But if, for example, if there are multiple cells which have lower than 5 expected values, then expected frequencies, then you cannot use this test, sadly. And then if we go to the bottom, we can see the phi and Kramer's phi value, and these are like a correlation value, because you can, in this case, we use the phi value, because it's only a 2 by 2 table. It's 2 gender categories and 2 smoking categories. So therefore we can use the phi value. But if there would have been more, if it would have been, for example, a 4 by 4 frequency table or a 5 by 8 or whatever, then we would have used the Kramer's V value, but in this case we can use the phi value. We can see that again the significance is 0.047, so that's the same. And the phi value in this case is 0.257, which means that it is weakly correlated. Because if it's between 0 and 0.1, it's no correlation. If it's between 0.1 and 0.3, so in this case, it's a weak correlation. If it's between 0.3 and 0.5, it's a moderate correlation. And if it's higher than 0.5, then it's a big correlation. So in this case, it's a weak correlation. Okay, so that was all you guys need to know about the chi-square test. I hope it was helpful to you. If it was, then please leave a like on this video and subscribe to this channel if you're new. And then I will see you guys in the next episode. Ciao.